Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of HBMs NTM Space Fork, and we just left off with needing tungsten wires to make this happen. And we've also got capacitor production, finally, which is amazing. Everything's getting made on its own, except for, well, this is a problem. But we can solve that just by doing a simple little thing like, you know, putting a lever on this so it doesn't actually eject. You know how easy that is? You know, it's just such an easy thing. Such an easy way of solving the issue. No issue, because it can't eject anymore. Why the fuck is it set to, oh, it's set to blacklist aluminum. Then, huh. Who knows how this works? But that's my drones. My drones are droning. Doing drone things. Today we actually have to set up a bunch of drones. And we needed vacuum tubes to do so. It's a first step is vacuum tubes. Because that's what we need to do today. Vacuum tubes. And they need wires. And that's how you start off on this. So we're gonna grab these. We're gonna go ahead and run over and grab some of the stuff we need. I mean, grab all the stuff. Literally all we have to do is put this in this thing. Put this shit in the thing and make it do this thing. Is energy flowing? Yeah, it's flowing to the bottom. We have a space to output on this side. Or, that's an injector right there. I'd say eject on that side, so it comes out pretty easy. We're gonna move the ejector, because this isn't gonna work. But, I admire the attempt. Okay, so you get your stuff, and you put your stuff in the thing. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. What you get out of that is a couple of those. Which you're gonna steal from here. Just a few. Nice. 5 vacuum tubes already done. We are going to need to make some drones today, because we ran out of drones. I used up 6 drones, believe it or not. What kind of madness is that? Absolute madness is what that is. Insanity. Oh, don't do that. Okay, cool. So polymer bar, bakelite bar. We don't use polymer here. So yeah, bakelite bar, polymer equivalent, right? How many vacuum tubes do I have? I have 4. Cool, so now if I go ahead and make some shells, I should be able to make 2 shells and 4 pipes, which is more than enough. I just want to have extra. So we're going to throw away this wood planks and this shit and that shit. I don't need those shits. Get them out of here. Get rid of them, and now 2 of those. Absolutely perfect. Waterfall. Will we have enough of these? I don't know. And I gotta yawn. Sorry, guys. A little bit of warning would probably be nice next time if I have to yawn, but, I don't care. Get fucked. Okay, pipe. Steel pipes. 4 steel pipes. Split them. Then we have 4 vacuum tubes. 2 of those. 2 of those. Nice. Pretty good so far. We're getting ready for the drone empire of all time right here. And their docking ports with a requester and provider crates. Yeah, I've done something like that, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. See, I have one drone that flies the same path, but with two different things. It's kind of convoluted, because sometimes he puts the plates in backwards and stuff, but, like, it's okay. It's okay. He'll put them in the aluminum powder section instead of the fucking other section. It's fine by me, though. I don't really have an issue with that. It's fine. It's just kind of annoying when it happens. It's only a slight nuisance at that point. The problem I'm about to have is that I don't have many conveyors left. So we might need to just fix that problem before it becomes too big of an issue. Alright, so those are going to go up. And we're going to go ahead and rotate them all like that. So I like that way, the way that looks, right? And then, of course, we have this. That's going to cause my drone to not be able to land and do terrible things. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Really simply. I actually don't have the materials I need to fix that right now. I threw them on the ground. Fucking shit. Okay. Well, I don't need that right now. Ready to shut it off. Do that. Why the fuck does it never do the right thing there? I want it to do like one of those. Place it. Nice. I got it that time. Hopefully, there's no intersection between these and the other things. But this should be fine. Oh, I can't use that one, obviously. Imagine if I did use that one. Iron plates to drone crate. Oh, God. You just fucking erase all your shit if you do that. It would literally erase all of your shit. So, now we have a new drone crate and thingy. So basically what we're going to look at now is how we're going to get the fun, wonderful substance of, what is it even called, man? Oh, tungsten. Holy shit, it's full. Is it this? Okay, cool. That's not full. So we have our tungsten, right? We're going to eject our tungsten. He's getting ejected. Tungsten's gonna go out the side that attaches here. Boom. Boom, boom. Tungsten goes up. It goes around. The drone is going to fly here, and it's going to say, hey, we got shit here. Let's go ahead and pick it up. After I fly away, right? So we're going to set him up. Give him a waypoint right there. Set it to 15, because why not? I like 15. It's a great number. It's probably a solid number. Shift right click again. So that way you know there is no chance of him going to some wrong place. Then we're going to fly through here. All the way. Wait a second. Can he even get that far? No, he's not going to. I can see where he's at. So he needs to fly through here. Okay, that could be an issue. He needs to fly through here. Like so. Like that. Is he flying? Did he? Oh, he did fly the route. Cool. He flew the route. He's got his shit. Then he's going to go ahead and fly all the way over to here. And we're going to find a way to insert into that. Either by moving the solvent pipe a little bit, which I really don't want to fucking do, or doing some other method that will get us in there to be able to insert. Now, if we look at it, it would appear... Oh. This is his endpoint. Right? Right? That makes things make a lot of... It makes it a lot easier now. So all I have to do is find some way to nav him into the final point for landing, which is it's okay. It's not bad. That's at 15 probably. Well, I probably could fly 15 above this one. Is that gonna work? I have no idea, honestly. I actually have no idea. He is like one block above that bullshit. Somehow that just barely misses. That's fine. What the fuck? My spaghetti pathing right here. Hey guys. Spaghetti pathing. Now here's where things get a little bit tricky. Because to do the next one, I'm going to have him fly into this area. I really don't trust those dirt blocks, by the way. So to get him into this one, I'm going to have him fly at like 5, 10, something like that. 50, just keep him at 15. Keep it at a good solid number, like 15, you know what I mean? Have him fly at 15. Oh, that's right over everything. Yeah, he'll be perfectly fine to go ahead and fly that route. And then we'll have him fly right back. Oh shit, that doesn't work. Okay, so here's how we're gonna fix that. We're gonna shift right click. We're gonna go back to his previous waypoint. We're going to click it twice. Set it to itself, which means it'll stop. And since that is not how it's supposed to be done, we're going to put another one here at 15 as well. So now I can right click that one and link it to this new one. Which it was like right here, right? Yes. So when I link it to the new one, he will be given the actual path for this. He'll fly it, and then he'll fly his landing path. I don't need drones going up the fucking smokestack to make it look cool or some shit. Nice. So the drone sanity is finished, and we've got drones... The 5,000 drones flying in 6,000 different directions, carrying their individual paths of stuff, and finally making this, whatever this might be, plentiful amounts of vacuum tubes, which is amazing. I honestly don't know what my goal for the next automation is going to be. Because we have a lot of stuff being made already. But, that's pretty cool. Got those, got circuits, got motors. Next up, we need gold plates, so what I would need to do is siphon out gold from down below. Or gold from the other path. Put it on a drone and fly it over to here. Make it into plates. And then, continue on from there. Or we look into the other bedrock processing, start doing rare metals and stuff. That's not a great idea though. Don't recommend that one. But we could do the one with the flying gold in from other places to here. That's not bad. What other things? I have lapis, so I could automate. We already have boron production as well. I could automate quartz. What do I use that for? I know exactly what I use that for, but we're not going to automate it. Could technically automate it, but I'm not gonna. Holy shit, 4,000 radiation per second. Didn't I make a stack? Yes. Cool. Well, we also have lead, so we could technically also automate lead wires too. But that's a terrible thing to automate. I'd rather just have lead in its raw form. Have you found all of the different things we're producing? Very nice, alright. How did these get into here? How? The path is wrong. Somehow I've hijacked drones into the wrong path. Oh dear. Somehow this path picks up the drone that fucking drops iron plates off. In some way that happens. I'm trying to see how it happens. So he's flying a normal path. Did he just drop... Where's he getting iron plates from, though? What's he doing? Stopping where there's iron plates? What the fuck? This is madness. This is absolute madness. Apparently he's somehow getting his hands on iron plates. Okay, where's the iron plates drone? Is anybody else getting random iron plates inserted? No. This is the only one where seemingly random iron plates just popped right into existence. This one is getting them. Other places, not so much. But iron plates are like the easiest, or well, most important part of the assembly process. Arguably. Well, other than the coils. We're actually short on coils constantly. What can I do with these, though? Can I do anything with these? Anything else that we should automate? Axe heads. The fucking thing that HBM hates the most. Well, probably not the most, but hates. Could definitely make those. Don't worry, we have that kind of information here. No, it's not reloading. It needs to reload. Please. Reload my machinery. 445 micro circuit bullshits. This setup is too good. Technically, we're almost at the point where we could just assemble, like, fucking... Okay, anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next task, since that makes the most sense. So we have nitroglycerin, but we have currently have a petroleum crisis, where we have too much petroleum. And I don't need that much petroleum, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that today. By taking petroleum and putting it into the next step, the process to make explodies. Explodies, right? You guys like explodies, right? Yes, explodies. Well, the first step is going to be solidification. So whenever this thing is like, oh hey, we have too much petroleum gas still, it's going to output gadget production. Whenever this has too much nitroglycerin, now before HBM removes them, we need to make some iron barrels, so that way I can do this shit. I actually have a ton of plates over here. I don't know why I'm not just taking a stack of plates and then just making a stack of barrels. But yeah, HBM is going to remove these in the next update, as well as remove the good batteries. So we're just going to hold off till we have a stockpile of good batteries, so that way HBM doesn't screw us over completely. I think I'll get to the actual base internals this weekend, but I don't know what my timeline is on that. So here's what we're gonna do. Gonna grab some iron ingots from somewhere. God only knows where they're hiding. And I'm not God, so that's why I don't know. Oh, but here's some of them. That should do the trick. We'll take 64 plates. We'll just do this. Split it into 6. Gives you 10. Gives you 10 barrels. Nice. These are very useful. We're going to need some comparators, too. I think we have a bunch somewhere, but not sure if we got some over here. Oh, look at this shit. Oh, that's redstone over radio. Ah! Here is one comparator. That's all I need. So this pretty much will be like, hey, if we have too much nitroglycerin, please turn on the next line, right? So this is a requester system. Explodies. Well, the first step is I send my petroleum gas into a blender with nitric acid to get nitroglycerin. And then I put something in here. Like, I don't know, wood dust. And it gives me cordite. Or dynamite if I put in quartz dust. So yes, that's pretty nice, right? Gonna go ahead and put this in. We're gonna go ahead and put in petroleum. Now technically, this is like nitro. This is like the least useful thing for me right now, especially considering that I don't need to make it at all. And I'm just making it anyway because I want to make rockets. Okay, specifically one type of rocket. Rocket. So as you can see with rockets, this is amazing. All you need is dynamite and one of these solid fuel propellants. We could also technically make bullets, but we're not going to do that. That is very shitty. We're just going to make solid fuel propellant, which needs a chem plant and some solid PET gas. Yes. And that's really easy because all it takes is like 1,000. It takes 20,000 naphtha. God damn. Anyway, we need a flow through point basically that says, hey, we have a bunch of this stuff that we can make. Let's let our petroleum gas go through. It's this first step. We'll see if we have any solidifiers. I doubt that we do. We might have to make one. But that's okay, right, guys? We have this stuff to make it. Oh, I just realized one other thing. This is full, right? So what we can do is technically we could make more of the... What are they even called? I forgot. But we can make those from it. We can make a thing. Anyway, doesn't matter what the thing is. We're just going to go ahead and... We need a chem plant and a solidifier, so we're going to go ahead and make those today. As well... My inventory's clogged. Let's go ahead and dump out everything first. Just throw it all in a box. Forget about it. Which box is the best box to throw into? Actually, this one. Huh, it's also getting pretty shitty. Okay. Well, this is the best one to throw into anyway. We're just gonna throw everything in here. Forget about it. Come back later and it'll probably all be gone. Stolen. Okay, let's go. So, our first things, does any of them need motors? Solidifier probably doesn't need any motors, I'm going to be honest with you all. Definitely doesn't need motors. But it does need red copper coils. It's a good thing I make those. I'm already tracking the location of the capacitors inside of one of the boxes. We're just going to go ahead and output a stack. Put that back in there. Then we're going to go ahead and type in coil. Nice. Tungsten wires, everything. I want to go ahead and split out the actual tungsten ingots now that I think about it. Since we don't really need that many going into here, it'd make no sense to put them in there. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to split them and put them into their own little thing. Since I do need tungsten ingots in a large quantity sometimes. We're going to do like a 5-to-1 because we produce a lot of them, I guess. Although they're not actually getting sent through right now. Which could be a slight issue, but... who cares? So outputs, it's going to go into here. It's going to get split. Preferably, like, somehow this is gonna work. This is gonna work somehow. Goes up to there. Boom. 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 Now we have to make sure that it does everything correctly, so let's go ahead and throw that in. And it did come out over here. Perfect. We're just going to do that now. So anytime it gets tungsten, it's going to split off however many we put in here. 2, 3. Cool. Nice. We don't need that many over there. That's pretty good. And of course, remember, this guy's already made plenty wires for me to use. In fact, they're all down here. So we'll just take all of those and make a bunch of these heating coils that we're going to need. The other thing is capacitors, but we should already have that inside of this box here, right here. Capacitors are done. Coils, there's a bunch of coils in there apparently. We'll throw all of that back in the boxes once we're done. Do this, and then this. We definitely don't need that many coils, but I want to have that many coils. So keep that in mind. I do want that many coils. And then the next step from here, what are we going to do now? We're going to go ahead and look at my recipes for a solidifier. And soldering machines, solidifier is this. It's going to cost you 4 aluminum or 12 aluminum plates, 4 bakelite. That pretty basic stuff. Some steel shells in there, which are kind of not the greatest, but we already have them. We probably even have the aluminum plates. I'm going to go ahead and make another guess and say, whatever that other thing was, we probably have that too. Literally the easiest machine I've ever built. We might make multiple of these on accident. Oh wait, are you... What's this? What's this? What did I just interfere with? Oops. I'm gonna just leave that. God dang it. This means I probably should just fix this place up. Get it set up with all of the niceties that it needs. Many more assembly machines. Assembly factories. I can get to that by the end of today's episode, actually. I think I will be able to start on it, at least. I hope. We just need to be fast with the solidifier. This thing's really annoying. Solidifier. We've made a bunch of these already. It's okay. It's only going to make 2. If you take this out, it will be the limiting reagent. Next step is chem plants, and those need motors. We can just get those over at the place. Chem plants do need motors, right? So just go ahead and do that. Chemical plant. It's going to need motors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's also plenty of the insulators just hiding in boxes. You just got to know where to look. For example, right here. Right. Oh, never mind. Maybe they all get used. Maybe they don't. Who knows? Okay, well that's where they go. Oh, they're actually just getting made into capacitors there. Over here, not so much. Here we probably have tons of them. No. Well, we're going to grab some motors, though. Output, close. It's at like 0.5% motor storage. Amazing stuff, right? Utterly amazing. I know we make insulators somewhere else. The question is where? What are we doing? Is this it? This is where the... Yeah, this is where the insulators go. I just can't... Is this it? That's it. This is it. This is the spot you want to go to for insulators. Nice. And we're just gonna keep a couple stacks of these out of there just because they're so easy to make. All you have to do is get sand, and then you have theoretically unlimited amounts of them. If you have theoretically unlimited, it's practically the same as unlimited. It's just theoretical. And I'm gonna set up some assembly factories in a bit. Getting this place looking nice and spiffin'. It won't take too long. I do have to tear down like 90% of the machinery that we already have left over. But it will be fine. I'll try to avoid anything that's essential. Oops. That's my bad. I hope it gave me all 4 back, otherwise I'm gonna have to make a new one. Oh, hey, it did. Look at that. That's my luck. That's my kind of luck right there. You guys know what I mean? Getting all 4 of them back. Nice, nice. The Chemifactory. It's gonna be great. Chemifactory. Just tear down that, tear down that. These are kind of just random right now. We don't really need acidizers in here, but we have them apparently. That's cool, so we're ready to go ahead and move on to the next task, which is going to be the assembly line stuff, right? Or no. Chem plant. We're still working on the chem plant, believe it or not. So let's go ahead and put away everything we're not going to need, since I already know what we're not going to need. I already know what we're going to need is these. So we're going to drop off all of that stuff as well. We're good to drop all of that off. And see, what we're going to need for this is going to be pipes. Pipes, like so. A couple pipes should do. It doesn't really matter how many you make. Okay, because we're going to use it anyway. 2 heating coils, some analog circuit board. It's literally done in just like 1 step. It only takes me 1 step because all the other steps are automatic. I can just go grab this shit and it's done. It's so easy. All I have to do. And it's done right now. It's done. Alright, and then I'm gonna put all of this shit back in here. And I think did I use these? I don't know. Cool. Got my shit done. For rocket production. Well, we're only half of the way to full rocket production. If we want to do full rocket production, which is, I mean, ideally what you would be doing, then we have to do full rocket production. I don't really know about doing that. Don't really want to do that, do I? Well, I'm undecided at this time. Cool. No. Not cool. Move it again. To here. Nice. Now it's cool. We're gonna head over and grab some special piping. This is good. This is good. Where is I don't know. Do I have any more of them? I'd think I'd have more. It's kind of a common occurrence that I need them. Well, if I don't have any, I can just make some. So we need a... Oh, actually, there's probably plenty of them just sitting around, just waiting for me to find them. Just gotta do a couple of these and... There's guaranteed to be at least a few of them over here. I think I've seen some. So I think we've finally finished the overhaul of all of our systems for production. And that's amazing to me. This place is literally a scrapyard. Soy Jack Scrap. Alright guys, welcome to Soy Jack Scrap Industries. Got some new scrap at the scrapyard. This redstone fluid valve. I feel like the church really fits in with our industrial setting. I mean, it could just level it. It's got history, though. It's like the PWR plant. It's got history. It can't go yet. Scrapyak Industries. That's good. That's good. That's goofy, right there. Anyway. Basically, that's nitric, or that's whatever the fuck it was. Nitroglycerin. And then this is where all of the magic is gonna happen at. Not Magic the Gathering, but the other types of magic that exist. Although, Magic the Gathering, not really sure if that's even magic. I think that's just, insult to, let's just insult that entire group. That entire, yeah, we could do that. Totally. $5 and I will insult all of the Magic the Gatherings. And, just completely insult it. Somehow. Actually, need a good roast for that. I'll $5 and a roast and I will do it. $5 and a roast? Holy shit. That's actually genius. That would be, if I was bigger on YouTube, that'd be a genius marketing scheme. Alright guys, $5 and I'll say anything. No. Petroleum gas. Nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the other thing. What is it called? It's called nitroglycerin. Because it's yes. You know what I mean? It's yes. It's yes. But anyway, we need to make sure this is getting disposed of. Right? That's not how you get nitroglycerin. Is it? Because I am being stupid. Completely stupid. Oh dear. Well, we could just do petroleum gas and say, oh hey, if we have X amount of petroleum gas and it's too much, how about we use it? I guess we do it here. Just set it to PET gas. And it doesn't take much to get this to work, but all you really need is just a little bit of redstone and some nuclear genius like myself. Apparently. Self-proclaimed nuclear genius right here. No. Absolutely not. There we go. Now it's doing its shit. And that makes solid fuel, which then in turn is sent on to the next step. Look at this, you can make Semtex blend. Holy shit. Look at all the gateway drugs we've just opened up for ourselves. Semtex blend. It's great, but it's not something we're gonna make right now. Unless we really want to. What does it even take? Niter? Cordite. Well, if you know what I'm looking at, there's cordite in there, but we're not going to go ahead and do that. Because that's too difficult for the process I'm trying to achieve. The process I'm trying to achieve does not involve any of that. No Semtex blend, guys. We're just going to go straight to the rocket fuel. Solid fuel, rocket propellant is the next step. And that, of course, then leads into the next step after that. Which is whatever you get from solid fuel rocket propellant. Whatever it may be. I have no idea. Well, actually, yeah, no, that's the last step, honestly. It is actually the last step. And, this just says, oh, hey, if it's got extra, just send it down this way, please. Just send it. Just send it. JFK. Oh, dear. Okay, that will work. That will send it down to here. PET gas in here. For my solid fuel rocket propellant. Nice. We are just one step closer to total world domination. Soon we may even annex Canada. Just give it some time. Annex Canada in Minecraft. What's up? Welcome back to the stream of all time. We haven't seen you here since yesterday. It's almost like we saw you here yesterday. But welcome back anyway. Because today is a great day. We're about to make rockets. Infinite rockets for Panzerschreck. 84mm rockets right here. Ooh. Everybody like 84mm rockets, correct? If you like 84mm rockets in the chat, say so now, because we're about to be absolutely strapped with those. Nitric acid, which goes in here. And obviously we need to wait on petroleum gas, but we are one step closer to the petroleum gas of all time. Wonderful. And then from there, so we're at 3:51, and that's our end time for rocket fuel production and everything. So everything's complete, right? So once we have rocket fuel, which is literally the next step, we need to do a hopper from there. Is that why you made the capacitor plant yesterday? No. Okay, so let me explain. Everything we're making is just one step of a process that I don't want to have to do. And this just so happens to be directly involved in producing Panzerschreck rockets. Oh wait, you can make that into... What? Could you coke this? You can coke this? You can make this into common... What? I saw a petroleum coke recipe somewhere and I'm really confused. Please help me. Anyway. Ah. Ooh. But we need gunmetal first. Oh god. Not gunmetal. And I hate gunmetal. It's just zinc and 3 of those. We don't make zinc anywhere. So that's a manual labor task. But at least it's okay. At least we have what I'm looking for. So we're done pretty much. Essentially done. Effectively done. Time now. Immediately. Nice. No, stop that. Please just place it in correctly the first time, so I don't have to deal with any nonsense next time. Oh my gosh, that is surprising. I've never had that happen the first time. Wow. Hey, does this guy have a lot in him? Oh, okay. He does. Perfect. Splendid. The rocket production is underway. We just need gunmetal now. Which is expensive, but it's okay. We're not going to do that today. Now we're on to cleaning up the rest of the assembly lines and things over at main area. So we need to fix quite a few different things with that. There is the old ore processing line, which is going to be fine to stay where it's at. The electrolyzer is fine to stay where it's at. They're still in use technically. Which is a weird way of saying that I am not going to move them, because if I move them, I mean, they're in use, okay? It's a good way of me explaining that I'm not going to move them. Then, of course, everything else can just go into here for now. And we'll pull all of these crates with me. So that way we can sort them out in well, stream following, which is painful. Nope. I guess this one needs to go. This one, and this one. What's in that crate? Which one is it? This one? What's it got? Gold 198 in there? Fucking, what the hell? Okay, we're just gonna leave that one there. What? How am I still getting radioactive? Oh, shit. Holy shit. Okay, guys. That's not what I wanted to do. What? Radioactive shit. Fucking gold 198 everywhere. God damn. This is not even everything. We're just gonna consolidate all the machines then. Yeah, that was a close one. I just now realized there's gold 198 in them. But we're gonna start working on Operation Super Nuclear Plant today, I suppose, and getting everything up and running for that. Just gonna sort out all the valuable machinery and piping. Oh, hey, I'm supposed to technically work on the mineral dust processing too, because I do want to work on that. Or that's originally what got me started doing all of this nonsense. Okay, this is getting sorted rather quickly, but I still need to remember to do that and take out all of this stuff as well. Oh dear, we have so much. Okay, we'll start on the next box. Not this box. Nothing's going in this box with the gold 198. That's just a fucking recipe for disaster. There's also capacitors in there. I'm not going to use that box. Do I have another box on me? I have like 50 boxes. What am I saying? Oh, apparently I don't have my 50 boxes on me right now. I also have a ton of wires. We're going to drop off all of these into this box. All of that's going to go into this box as well. Oh my god, this is the most boring part for people to watch on stream, is when you start sorting shit. But okay, we've sorted out this box effectively now. We're just going to dump out all of the random blocks that I don't need in there. So all of the rest of this is pretty valuable, right? Looks pretty valuable to me. Oh, I know what that is. I need those for space travel. I kind of need to carry that around with me. The rest of this, being very vigilant to check and make sure that everything is stuff that I don't need. I do need that. that was not me making any kind of jokes right there. Okay, I genuinely did not mean to do that. There's stuff in this one, right? Cool. I'm taking that. Oh, and the upgrades. Yeah, nice. It's only effective when I have the other box on me, apparently. Those don't go in there. Oh, also we need that. And that. And that. Okay, cool. Figured it all out. We should have a couple more boxes just strewn about. We don't need to worry about those ones. If they have a machine, that's when I need to worry. Machinery good. Also, need processing for those things. And then a central network for all of the stuff that needs a central network. Chlorine. That's good. That's good. Guess that's good. That's good. Nice. And I think that should be pretty much all of the machines and things that I have laying around from the recycling era. When we only had like, or when we just started out, we just recycled all of the machinery from old positions and things that we weren't using anymore and moved them over to this. No, I will admit there's still a lot of machines that need to be moved, but at least we have finally got most of the machines cleaned out of those areas. and started putting them to use in new areas. This is not bad. This is not a bad box. This has a bunch of sulfur in it, though. And gold 198. Nice. We'll leave that for somebody else to pick up. All of the gold 198. Ah. Nice. I'm back. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Huh. Put all these in the box. Those in the box. Anything else go in the box. Check around, see if anything else goes in the box. I don't think so. So I think we're good. Cadillac Reformers. Actually, there might be one or two of those lying around over here. From what I might have seen. No, I suppose not. Cool. So that should be only 3 boxes of goodies. Wait. Ah, shit. Look at this. Plenty of other goodies. Even that. Ooh. Hey, but don't make fun of my bedrock deposit. It might be poor, but it's okay. I have 4 drills on it, and you probably don't even have more than 1. So don't make fun of my bedrock deposit for being so poor. It's producing more than your shit can. I hope that actually starts it up again. We need a computer to do that shit. Open computers, computer. Open computers, computer. This guy's gonna constantly be running. I don't know what he's doing, but hey, it's working. I guess, I suppose it's probably working. Nice. And what is this guy even doing? Why does he not have sulfuric acid like he needs it? Okay. We can set up a fix for that in a bit. Probably set up a chemical plant for it. And then the clean out begins. This is a absolute mess, right? I also need to move in all of my machinery. Hold on. I've got a bunch of boxes that I still need to move for machines. But that's an absolute mess in there, and we're going to fix that real quick. Grab that box, and then this box, right? Okay, cool. Which we'll probably do some more automation in the future, but for now... Oh, we'll definitely do more of it in the future, but for now, we're kind of done with that. We just need to move all my boxes to the new temporary storage area before Dostlo gets back to... Well, whenever he does ever get back, if he ever gets back. It doesn't really matter, though. We're just going to clean out every machine that doesn't need to be here. Like that one. Nice. This stuff can go as well. We're going to set up large-scale processing for pretty much all of this shit. Well, not really. That's just what I'm saying. We're going to go ahead and make this place look pretty. Clean it out and stuff. Also figure out what's going where and how we're going to make it look better. Because there's still tons of issues. Like this. We're just going to start vein mining these cables and stuff. Because this does not need to be here. Obviously does not need to be here. Anymore. Like, we don't have any kind of aluminum processing here. So, like, there's no need for this cable here. That can go. And then we can start setting up power for every single machine that needs power. Heating. General processing is kind of on the way as well. So this is fine. That'll be okay. And of course, the chem plant teardown. These have been here for ages, but we'll get to that in a second. And this is a mess as well. We don't even have a combinator funnel here to make it simple. So we'll have to look into that and solving those issues. Other than that, though, it does its job, I suppose. Vein mine all of it. So up here we got all of this to vein mine, all of that to vein mine, keep going, this to vein mine, that to vein mine. Nice, nice, nice. I do like how the vein miner works, it's doing pretty well. What is this supposed to be? Coal powder and that. Those are going to be gone from this, okay? We're going to fix that later. Pretty much everything is going to just go to the same spot. Because that's not happening. We are not doing coal powder and moving that automatically. Well, I could technically do it. And then this is supposed to be aluminum. Not anymore. No more cryolite. Then we can just do vein miner on everything. Okay, so cryolite now doesn't even need to be processed here. Technically. It's supposed to be sent off to the other area. Actually, this whole entire endpoint is pretty much done. Because this is getting torn out too. Splitter. Don't even need that. I should have tore this thing down first. There's a lot of shit here that doesn't need to exist. What is this purple side? Pentlandite? We don't even have nickel here. Get rid of that. No need for that. Ejector. What is this? Slaked cellophite. Well, that's great. I've always wanted some slaked cellophite in my flooring. Goodbye. Tear that out. Tear all of this out. Just keep going. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna be an endless process of pain and agony. Okay, cool. That's done. Nice. And what's in this box? Just random shit. So we're gonna put that with the rest of the random shit that needs to be fixed. Kind of. But doesn't really. I don't really care if it gets fixed. It can just stay random shit. Then alt for vein mine. Because this doesn't even go anywhere. And then we're going to go ahead and start building Chemifactory. Actually, no. We're just going to build like 2 or 3 assembly machine 2 should do. 2 will be fine. That should give us enough to have like too much production capabilities. Where even is the gold in this? That should be underneath the fusion setup. There is no gold in the bedrock. That's literally at the fusion setup, unfortunately. All of the gold gets turned into gold 198, because I haven't put in a splitter for it. What is this pipe for? Engine lubricant? There's not even engine lubricant production here. I'll just tear this out of the ground. This is the most useless pipe that still remains from the old setup. Oh dear. Speak of useless. Oh wait. That's not even my energy cable. Okay, never mind. That's an energy cable. I was like, what is this? But it's fine. It's an energy cable. I thought it was bitumen for some reason. Keep doing that. Looks too much like the bitumen pipe. God damn it. Nice. I figured out how to get through things. Cool. Give it max tier vein miner so I can just get rid of that whole thing. Nice. It's gone. Gone from existence. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Is this more? Oh, this is a coal tar creosote piping. Can get rid of that. It's deprecated. No need to see that again. It'll just be buried there. A carcass. Ready for somebody else to find it in the future when they come to my Minecraft world. you can enjoy those pipes that are just under there. They don't serve any purpose anymore. Destroy. Got it. That's a cable, that's not mine. Don't need to worry about it at all. That's a cable that isn't mine. Cable that is not mine. Cool. That's good. That's finished. The next step, we need to clean this thing out of here. We'll have to move this when we get to the chem plants, but for now it'll be fine. Maybe I'll put the chem plant somewhere over here. But for now it's fine. This can all be removed. Removed. Goodbye. Gone. Done. Cooked. Let's see if we have any of this stuff in here. Nope. What we doing here? Bricks. More bricks for the floor. I would say that the floor is an improvement from what it was before. Other than that, I don't know. Alright, so it needs 16 per. So 32 high-speed steel. Cool. Done. 8 technetium steel. Or cadmium steel. We have plenty. It's literally... Well, that's literally one block plus, like, a couple change. Done. Okay. Rubber. 32. Done. Got it. Boom. Oh, nice. Cool. Did you put mass storage units on that? I still have mass storage units, I think. I could go down and check that out. We even have an extra Purex. Oh shit, you know what I realized? We still have machines and stuff down in the basement level, don't we? Inside of a box, right? I still have boxes of machines and shit down here. I need to get those up. Oh, I like this floor a lot better, by the way. This is a lot better. I didn't realize you did this. Yeah, we still have a bunch of shit down here. Oh, I did find your gold that you were looking for. And a drone. And electrolyzer. Which, I mean, you weren't looking for those things, but I was looking for those. Okay, I will just bring up all of these boxes to the surface, since really... Where's it at? Where'd it go? Oh, it's in my inventory. Thank goodness. I was like, is it on the conveyor belts? No, please. Not the conveyor belts. What we really need is a gravity lift system. That'd be absolutely wonderful. Gravity lifts to go up and... Oh my god. In this version, they're still broken, but... in the next update, they won't be. Fans are pretty nice. In the next update, they are nice. But in this one, they're shitty. Shitty fans. Shitty fans. These are like the least organized boxes. Lots of cobblestone and shit in them. It's okay, though. It's fine. And that's where all my fluid valves are, by the way. And all we gotta do is clean out the dumb shit that doesn't need to be here. While I'm doing my assembly bullshit. And then we need a ton of assembly or chem factories, probably. For steel shells, it's gonna need a... I can literally just make a stack of them. That's only 4 stacks of steel, which isn't that much compared to how much we have right now. AKA 7,000 ingots, probably. Something along the lines of 7,000 ingots of steel. Shell. Since I don't want to make them anymore, I'm just going to make a stack of them. Which should solve that problem temporarily. Motors? Huh. Too easy. I mean, it is a bit of a walk, so I might have to start storing motors. But, nice. Nice. Motors are done. Boron. Easy. I know exactly where to find boron. I've seen it recently. How do you plan to get into the endgame stage? We already have fusion. We're working into the endgame right now. I would assume. I actually don't have a plan for that. I mean, I'm not the one who works on that kind of stuff. I'm just the guy who does the automation. And any nerd-related things. Nerd tasks. Because other than automation, that's redstone and stuff as well. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead and install my setup now. I mean, I think a balefire reactor is decently endgame. Yeah. How close do we need that, by the way? Because I'd prefer if that's not nearby. Because I saw what it does. Wait, no. Actually, I take that back. That's fine. Just keep it. That's not the... I was thinking of the fucking balefire RBMK. Unless that is what you're talking about. Then keep that thing far away. And DFC. I don't really care about the DFC. We could make it. It's not where I'm working on. Because I dislike the lag nearby. That's fair. Oh yeah, and it's one of those machines that's really volatile too, so. Holy shit, that's a lot of circuit boards for this. It's gonna take 32 circuit boards to make both of these. Where the hell did his circuits go? Okay, this is fine. Or is it too much? It's not too much. It's just not necessary. You don't need to make a DFC. By the point you're at mid-game, you've basically finished everything you need to do. Like, where we're at right now, I'm just automating random shit. Because I've completed, like... Well, we've completed 90% of it. I haven't completed every task, but 90% of the tasks required have been completed. In some capacity. I need to make circuits, which means I need to grab some insulators. Which means I need to go down into this area to do so. Nice. Nice. Jolly good. Need to grab out some chips too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna make a bunch of chips. And start those processing through my soldering stack. There's also still a lot of stuff to work towards, like DNT and FOW armors and the ICF. Well, you've completely missed one part. You've only missed one thing. And that thing is the glorious particle accelerator. It's the one thing we don't have yet. That's endgame. We also need an area that looks nice for it too. Of course, but that's why it's going to take us a while. Or why it doesn't really matter that much how fast any of this gets done. I'm not even trying to finish the game. We're going to keep playing after, like, even after all that's done. It's just going to be... We've completed 90% of the stuff. All right, I will assist in the particle accelerating, even with the mini one I'm making for this. Well, I'm good. If we build one, I'll build a giant one. I don't even know how to make particle accelerators, and the new version of them are just weird. Well, we've already done that arms factory part. Now we just need to give everybody rocket launchers. I suppose. The rocket launcher army is going to be amazing. Army of rocket launchers, right? It's all you're going to hear is just whistling every 5 seconds from 5 billion rockets flying by. Because they can't aim because they're stormtroopers, but it's okay. That's why the rockets are flying by. Throw that in there. How much more do I need wires? Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need more circuit boards. Huh. I don't like that. We have a lot of space in here. This place is so empty now that I've completely cleaned it out. How many hours of gameplay till reaching the end game? I think we're still pretty far away from it. I don't know. We've gotten a lot of stuff. Got a lot of automation going, which is definitely beneficial towards getting there. We're at the fusion reactor right now, so we're technically like... See, I used to say like there's early game, mid game, and late game, and then I would split them into phases. So like you have early mid game, mid game, and mid or late mid game, something like that. There was like 5 different phases and shit. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. That's my bad. Oops. Oops. Speed. This is for the factory upgrade right now, which is going to be soon to be upgraded factory. I don't want to mess with this thing. It's busy, but eventually I will have to do that. So I guess all of the assembling can go in this area since we have one done. Oh, nice. They're not as big as I remembered. I was like, oh shit, they're going to take up so much space. These are basically just the size of a Purex. That's not bad at all. Which I complete... Oh, yeah, we have more gold down here, by the way. Which I completely forgot we have... This is not as big as I remembered. That's for stainless steel. And we're gonna need like 3... No, we're gonna need like 20 crucibles, considering how often they get used. Okay, I'll get it in a second. Nice. Which, we can officially phase out these old shitty chem plant, or assembly machines. I'm gonna go ahead and start producing the chem plants now, since we're gonna need some of those too. Probably like 4. I don't know yet. This is pretty nice though. This is pretty nice. Okay, what am I gonna need to do for this? Let's say I want more chem plants. Using my assembly machine to produce chem factories. Chem factory. Nice. Those are gonna be fun. Fun to make. The materials are in here, right? I'm just gonna borrow these back. I believe it says high-speed steel at the start of the recipe. 16 per, so I'm not close to that. I'm short a little bit. Same shit, just a couple of copper pipes in the middle. Nice. Nice. Splendid. Motors. Boron is not even required in this recipe anymore. course, motors need to be dash motors, which is a new thing that I didn't even think we'd ever need to make, but I guess now it is something we should probably start automating. Where's my heating coils at? I need like 20 of those now. Heating coil. Heating coil. Heating coil. Heating coil. And we need to connect these to power and supply them with a steam pipe. Well, water pipe with steam exhaust on them. But that's okay, because the way these usually work is that you pump water in, then you have your exhaust ducts, like this thing, liquid hydrogen drain, apparently, or not even exhaust ducts, just a drain pipe. So all I'd have to do is set up one drain pipe that can take care of all of their stuff. And I'm pretty sure I have something like that in storage. Or I could just condense it and send it back. It's really up to it's user, actually for chem factories, no, it's not user preference. It's literally, you have to do it that one way, which is to dispose of all of the fluids. Is this thing still doing yeah, it's just stuck on oxygen. That's fine, we don't need that. We can shut that process down. Then, let's see. Chem plants will go like 3 blocks over there. Cool. That's good. I just need to figure out what I'm doing with these. Again, because I'm not doing anything. My brain's shutting off. Head over to here. Oh yeah, I need to make more high-speed steel. Oh yeah. 5. I don't have enough of these. Need to make more. No. Terrible. Absolutely terrible news. And I think somewhere in one of these boxes, there's probably something hiding, which I need. Namely, maybe this one? Do I need those? I don't need those. Those are not mine. Those are not mine. Maybe in this box? This box? What am I looking for? I'm looking for... I don't know. No, I'm not looking for it anymore. We're just gonna go ahead and make it. And it needs like a ton of them for each, so this is not enough anyway. Nah. So we just need like tons of those. And then as much iron as I can get my hands on. And also drop off all of this shit that I don't need. Okay. And then we're going to be on to the next step. Fixing different things. Solve. Oh, wait. We might have them in here. There's gold. Okay, that's going to be useful for the circuits. Lead. We do need lead. We need to find lead. And I think there's probably more than likely a bunch of lead just piled in a box somewhere over here. That's just waiting for me to do stuff with it. So we'll look around for the lead box. Box of lead. Oh, hey, there's high-speed steel here. I don't even need to make it. We just have stacks of it here. That's absolutely wonderful. And iron ingots, too. I was thinking maybe I should automate high-speed steel, but we literally already produce high-speed steel. It's just in a box all the way at the asteroid mining facility. That really pays out, because I didn't know that. Really, really pays out. What do I need to do? Slap tungsten. Oh, wait. Lead. Lead first, it's more important. Lead. We're just going to feed these wires into this soldering machine. Gold. Gold's important for gold plates. Make some gold plates. Run back. Production's underway. Oh, nice. It's already stocked. Nice. Just gotta keep that thing running. Then I'll head over to here. And put in my circuits. Starting to get those circuits done. How many does it need? Like 16. It needs heating coils and dash motors. Cool, but it's got that part done at least. And then it only needs a quarter of those to be the other thing. We'll just grab a couple of these. 32 is what we need, well, yeah, 32 is what we need. We'll just make 36 and put them in there. It's going to be limited by dash motors. That will be my limiting product, or limiting reactant. And then rubber, of course, that takes a full stack then if I'm going to make 4 of them. Apparently, that's what we're doing now. It's making 4. That's weird. Never thought I'd be making 4 of something that I don't even need 4 of. I'm going to go ahead and take the rubber out of the chem plant over there. I'm going to go ahead and, well, that's happening as well. I'm going to run over and restock the chem plant with sulfur. So that way, or, yeah, I'm just going to restock something with sulfur next to it. So that way it maintains its functioning when you restock it with zinc if you need that. But, it will have it sulfur at least. That's the main thing, is that we'll have sulfur. Sulfur is the most annoying thing to supply. Cool. End game civilization right here. Just take out a bunch of sulfur. Nice. With the sulfur done, and with everything else underway, things are looking pretty good. We just have to put in my rubbers at the next value, and then of course copper pipes. And of course, with copper pipes comes the glorious thing known as I have all of the copper in the world and don't need more. So I'm just going to make the pipes really easily. I'm also really curious right now. How many? 11,000 steel. That's a lot of steel. That's just aluminum, titanium, and a bunch of other shit. Do we have extra copper? Is my new question. Dyson Swarm should be the end goal, since for it to be useful, you need to automate the memers. Okay. I don't have an end goal, so please stop saying that. There is no end goal. I'm just a fish, okay? I'm just playing the game. We'll see what we do when we get there. Where did I remember having copper come from there really early on for some I know exactly where it is. It's in this. It's not there. So I need to find copper in here. I know there is copper in this. It's actually doing a pretty good job. I'm surprised. Well, there's copper in this. Hahaha. There is copper in there. Perfect. Great. I knew it. Didn't even need... I needed to question that, but, it's okay. I'll set up a automatic smelting machine, 5 billion. Smeltery factory. Ooh. I don't even know how that's gonna work. Yet. Should just be on the to-do list. We'll see what happens when we get there. I'm gonna give the most unsure answer I can possibly give. Because I have no idea what we're gonna do. Also, that's not gonna be enough. We need to actually put this through the Doom Industries, Doom plant. God damn it, every time I come to the Doom plant, it's some new shit. Fuck this crucible. Wait, that was probably me, actually, now that I think about it. That might have been me. Okay, it was probably me who did that. I don't know why I wanted 31 cast steel plates, but... Since if you wanted it afterwards, you can terraform with it. Oh, that is actually a great idea. I do like that one. Terraforming. That is not bad. Because you can put water on other planets, which is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Eh. Why did I lose copper? Where did my copper go? I'm missing copper, but I'm not tracking its location. Crucible can go in there. This is the industry of all time. Holy crap. Issue is that's post-Gerald. We'll get there. We're just gonna make it somewhere, somehow. We'll get somewhere. Don't worry, guys. Pipe. 48 pipes. I think that's enough. Each of them cost 12. Not even. Each of them cost 8. Yeah, that's more than enough. Then, of course, we have to do the heating coils. Still. Because I haven't been working on it fast enough. Heating coils. Heating coils. There we go. Nice. Then, of course, slap a million tungsten wires. You can make breathable on other planets. Might be cool for a server if that gets far. I'm not making this world into a server, but it is pretty cool, right? We could do that on the server, too, technically. If you all do make it that far, let me know. I have been playing on the server and did make some episodes yesterday for videos that I'm going to push out, but really because need to do that. Need to make some more videos of stuff because I don't have any videos scheduled on my channel. So that's pretty bad right now. What am I doing? I'm over here. Why am I thinking I'm over there? What? Oh. Why, what? What is this? Oh, okay. You're not messing with my stuff. Oops. What am I doing? More circuit chips. More microchips, right? Just supply it more microchips. Was I stealing your microchips? That's bad if I was. I did not mean to do that. I got confused. Confused. This is the long part. Just waiting on those while I get my next step ready. Lead wires, let's go. Great stuff. What is my production looking like? Pretty good. I got my first one technically is done. I just need a stack of those, and then I need some dash plates. Dash motors, actually. Dash motors, not bad. Can make these easy on the anvil. 2 of those, and a bunch of gold coils. Which I really wish I had automated gold coils now. But this will be fine. I'm just going to make a bunch of that. First thing that comes up is these. And then we're going to split these stacks like so. Dear God, how have I messed up? Okay, there we go. That's a lot more iron than I have. Apparently. Oops. Yeah, we only need 16 motors anyway. Huh. That's weird. The math ain't mathin', but the math is mathin'. It's weird. Oh, we might have a lot of those now that I think about it. I'm just gonna grab some iron powder. Did I do copper in here at one point? I mean, already for the already going server. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if somebody got that far. Yeah, I've actually, on the server I was working on a GUI system, but I'm not really happy with it. What I want to be able to do is pretty much just be able to drag elements and place them onto the screen. Like, you can pop out a thing, you can just click on your sidebar, and then you can pop out a panel, and then you can go, oh, hey, here's this thing. It's like different data, different controls and things. You can just pop out different panels whenever you need them. You can be like, all right, go to this tab, click on this, boom, pop out these things. Maybe I needed to use a Mine OS for that, which is a different OS, but I was working on a GUI to experiment, which I suck at making these things because, I mean, I did get it to draw on the screen, which is actually pretty cool. That's like the first time I managed to do that. So, congratulations to me, I got stuff to draw on the screen, but it's not what I'm wanting. I want to be able to put in tabs, put in like a rectangle, and like draw out different shapes and things. Be amazing. It's just a bit of work to figure out how to do all of that. But once I get there, we're cooking with gasoline. More than likely. Let's see, dash. That's our next goal. Dash. More dash. Okay, that should be enough. Now I have all my motors done. I just need to check if my circuits are done. If they're not, we're waiting on circuits. It's a step towards your goal. Yeah, I guess. See, I could just program out a demo of what I'm talking about. Probably. That's the weird thing, is like, I don't know Lua, so I don't know how to program in Lua. I also found that interesting 6500 architecture bullshit. I'm really interested in just putting that on the server this weekend. Just to play around with that, just because it looks cool. I would totally play with that. Although it's probably got a lot less functionality than the other stuff does, because it's A, there's not much documentation, and B, it's like a conversion of what's already there. So I'm guessing they probably don't have GPU functions. Although the 6500 architecture probably provides a lot more stuff that I'm familiar with. A lot of what I'm familiar with is programming in BASIC. Like basic code. So how does that even work? What is basic code even? It is used in the TI-84 Plus calculator. And that is what I am familiar with. It's easier to do something you're familiar with than something you're not familiar with. 16, and then, of course, that, which should be everything. Takes 4 per. It just needs power and water. So let's go ahead and get those two things. You know, come to think about it, I might actually take this down. There's no reason for me to just leave that there. It's kind of ugly anyway. A lot of what we need is produced at the one place, and if we don't produce it there, we could just do it manually at this point. I don't see why not. So these, we're going to just put water in that machine for now. It'd be cool to give them each their own thing, but did you grab the upgrade? No. That was not me. I don't have an upgrade on me. We need a drain for this. I always used to think these would explode if they got full, but that's not the case, so. And I don't know why HBM doesn't add more automation to these, but he really should. Like, we really need to have a reason to make these. This is low pressure steam. At one point they made regular steam, right? I remember that. So I don't know where it went then. Great. Yeah, I have no idea where it went either. What? Oh, it outputs into the nearest storage? Where did it go? Excuse me, where's my chem plant? It didn't make one, did it? Does it just not make chem plants? What's the issue? The whole issue here. Why does it have a fluid slot on this side? Excuse me. Mr. Freeman. There we go. Now it's cooking. It needs more water. God damn it. Of course it does. It's okay. They're going to need the other things. And of course that means universal piping. Everybody's favorite. Piping. Oh, and this is great too. Because it's going to be in the back right over here. But it's going to be even better when it's when it requires us to do like one of these moves. Just to get it to work. I mean, this will make it work in a way that's not bad. But it's kind of weird. Or actually, yeah, it is water. I don't know why I put water on the up, but hey, I guess it makes some sense if it condenses back down into water. That makes no sense at all. But okay. Why? Stop having issues. Please. I guess I need to set this to low pressure steam. How is this still carbon dioxide? It's been so long since I even used carbon dioxide. 14 minutes remaining. Now it's working. It was rather annoying before. And I'm guessing each of these is also going to need one of those set up. Oh, they're also kind of, no they're not. They're not larger. They're the exact same size. Cool, that's done. Nice. 2? Only 2? I need one more circuit to make it all finished. Hell yeah, another batch of integrated circuit boards. This is like the processing power dream. Or the assembling power dream. Then, of course, I did say I'm going to tear this shit down. So I am going to stay true to my word on that, because this is a mess as well. I don't even have space in my inventory to tear it down. Okay, we gotta dump off some of this garbage. Of course, nobody wants to be at an assembly machine or a chem plant and have all their shit get stolen from them by conveyor belts, but I was thinking about doing that. just a fair warning. I was considering it. No, not so much. And this is the mess part 2 that hides under the ground here. There's a liquid oxygen pipe. That's weird. Wait, did this thing pull? Did liquid oxygen get pulled from here? I don't even know. I'm just gonna keep working. This also frees up so many chem plants now. Inside of the base. We had like 3 of them, or 2. Yeah, we had 1 at least. Only 1. But that's still a lot. Boom. Boom. Just start harvesting this oxygen pipe. It's so empty, man. It's so empty in the base now. Man, it's so empty. It's weird. Okay, that should be enough space for other setups and things. I don't know if I want to do this here. I kind of want to move them down a bit. Then we do a couple machines in there. Almost. Nice. No, give it a little bit more space than that. Because you want to be able to use every side of it for a little bit of production. Or a lot of production. Honestly, the other big issue that it's going to happen is that we're going to need a lot more... if all of them are running at the same time, I think we're probably going to need a lot more throughput on those. That's 3, and I have 4, right? Nice. But this gives you enough space between each machine to have all of your chemical processing needs in one spot. Nice. And then ore processing can get shifted, since it's not super important anymore. Over there, I'm going to start... oh, wait, there's stuff over there. Okay, well, somewhere in this area, we're going to start moving ore processing and also setting up a heated machinery area for heated machines. Of course, ore processing, kind of do need to rebuild this. It's not all gone yet. There's still sometimes a need for it. It's just a little bit more hands-on, I guess, I suppose. I mean, there really is no need for us to have an automatic ore processing setup, especially now that we don't even really process that kind of ore. Usually what we're processing is 90% of the time other resources and things that we just get from other planets anyway. It's kind of one of these setups that's been not even been in use for so long. But now it's finally getting its use, so that's a good thing for it. We will need that. We're going to also need a bunch of other... well, probably going to need to supply it with water for all of our machines. This is pretty impressive. I don't think many people have this many of one machine, because you don't need this many of one machine. If you have this many chem factories, you're probably doing something incorrectly. Just being honest. Because, I don't need this many and I'm making them anyway. I mean, it's good to have. We will probably be making some stupid recipes and shit later on. Justifiable. Vein miner. Oh dear. That's bad. I can deal with it. Nice. Problem solved. Put it in another inserter. That was the problem solution. Alright, so what we have is we have... this is no longer a recipe we do. This, sometimes, but that's really for automatic setups. This, So pretty much all of those are now out of date. As far as recipes that I run. Which means we do need to upgrade them to some degree. We also need to set up a bunch of the water process, or water cooling and stuff for these things. Which is kind of annoying. Because it means I'll need to do some extra stuff for that. Dump off all my shit in here. Except for that, I need that. Someday we'll have somebody come by and sort these again. We do need them sorted. So I guess what I need to do is that because these need water, and we already saw how much they need, it kind of makes a lot of issues for us doing different things. Also, any of the recipes we're going to produce here are going to need stuff. I hope I didn't break anything by doing that. I didn't. I hope nitric acid pipeline is no longer needed. Right. Ye olden days are gone. But at least one of these does need to have like some kind of basic stuff in it. I would say just hydrogen peroxide production. And then we're going to try to free up all of the other stuff in other places. And then sulfuric acid production. Hydrogen peroxide and water. The reason we're going to do that is so that way we can just have a drone fly by and drop off the stuff. Well, that's going to be a next episode thing. And then I'm just really focused on getting power to them and getting them all set up. So, obviously, power on these is just going to come in through the side for these ones. Yep. Always doing the bottom left corner first. Also, we're going to need an acidizer area for GP acidizing. I just want to get the power. Honestly, getting the power set up would be a great thing to do today. So that's where we're going to do the next cable at, is in this chunk here. Why? Because this is in the same chunk as all the other machines, and there's a lot more machines here than there. So we're going to just go with this. Now, of course, here's where things get a little weird, because technically, take that out of there. You don't need to do that. You just need to make sulfuric acid inside of a thingy. One of these. So that can be done as well. Let's use a mixer for it. Still gonna drone it in, but we're just gonna use a mixer. And then of course we just have to set sulfuric acid. But that's why I like that. Sulfuric acid. Hydrogen peroxide in that. Nice. Some water would also be important to these, so each of them probably needs a water input. But for now, we're just focused on energy. Next episode, we can get all of that stuff done. I'm not going to get it done today because I am going to run out of time in like 2 minutes. So we're just going to put in that energy cable that goes from here to here. Next episode, we can figure out acidizers, centrifuges, which, I mean, a lot of that's going to be GP stuff. Like, oh, hey, we need to do nitric acid for this specific material. Or, hey, we need to do this for this specific material. Or we have a few empty ones just in case. So we need to do some weird stuff with stuff. But that's just basic upgrades. And of course, that's also, technically, I want to have some of them that are configurable. So you can link them together and stuff. That way it's a better workshop than what we had before. Because this was a shitty workshop. Now we're going up a tier. So acidizer is probably going to go somewhere in this area if I can clear it up a bit. And then this area will start working on heated stuff, I guess. Of course, we do have the nether for heated. We could... no, not doing that. No interdimensional travel for my heated shit. My heated shit needs to be done somewhere else. Then we also do need to consider Colton processing. But Colton processing doesn't even happen here. It happens over at the fucking oil step anyway. Nice. 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 But that's pretty much the game plan for me for the next episode, is getting everything's set up for the workshop, seeing as it's taken quite a while to get all of these little, not so little machines installed. Also, these are also 4 blocks away, so I need to place them a little bit closer in. Is that better? That is better. Okay, center. Boom. Then we gotta do the same exact thing here. Center and boom. Center. Boom. Perfect. That should just be cabling through everything. And those are not... Okay, they are perfect. With 4 blocks, it was weird. And the cable always goes on the left side for input. Unless I do it on the right side for these ones for some reason. Just to make it symmetrical. Okay, mirrored. Okay. We're gonna mirror it. So instead of doing left side, we're gonna do right side. Because then it's mirrored. Do you know how to operate the rotary furnace? How do you balance the steam in it? The fish games. Let me see. I actually don't remember what we did for this, but basically you just put steam in it, and then you just see if you're doing it early game. Use a steel tank, supply your steam to the steel tank, and then just try to recycle it back through. Because you're not going to be able to store enough steam in one boiler for it. But I really don't use this thing a whole lot. That's actually a good reminder, because I will need 2 of them. Make sure to remind me next episode that I need... I'll just place a giant red pillar here. But I'm going to go, because it is 5:01. And I am done with all of my shit for today. So I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.